morning, students. I hope you have gone through our previous lecture, that is chapter 2, compound interest, thoroughly. If you have gone through thoroughly and done the sums, you must have checked that the sums are quite lengthy. To avoid that length, in order to make the calculations easy and fast, we use certain formulas. So our next topic is compound interest using formula. How using a formula we can make our calculations easy. We have one standard formula. See here, this is our standard formula. Only by learning this formula we can derive all the other formulas related to this from this. So first see, when interest is compounded yearly, to find amount, what formula we use? It is amount is equal to principal. In the bracket you have to write 1 plus r over 100. Here r is rate of interest given and n is number of years, means n stands for the time. So this formula, if you learn using this only, we know that compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So amounts formula same we will write here, minus principal. When we take p common, the same formula can be written as this also. Taking p common, inside this is left minus 1. So this is the standard formula for compound interest and this is for amount. Dear students, we use this formula when rate of interest is compounded yearly and a single rate is given. In our next formula, we have the type when rates for successive years are different. It means first year rate is something, in next year rate is not the same, it will be different, and the next year again rate is different, and so on. Whatever year or how many years are given, every year the rate is changing. It is changing for successive years, means every year the rate will be different. What we have to do, see here the rate is the same, so what we write here, the same thing for n means number of years. If it is 2 years, so we have 1 plus r over 100 raised to power 2, but here we have different rates. So see, the same thing it is, we are not writing n now because it is for the first year, then second year again 1 year we are taking second year's rate of interest, then for third year again we are taking third year's rate of interest. So our formula becomes amount is equal to p 1 plus r 1 over 100, means whatever rate is given for your first year, then 1 plus r 2 over 100, take the rate given for second year, then 1 plus r3 over 100, means whatever rate is given for the third year, and so on. The brackets will go on for how many years your rates are given. And the next, to find the principal when difference between CI and SI is given, means when you are having the difference between compound interest and simple interest given in your statement, how you will calculate principal. First step, we are having compound interest formula. Use that formula and we can calculate compound interest in terms of P. As P is not given, principal we have to find out. Secondly, we will use simple interest formula and find out simple interest in the terms of P. Last step, finding P using the formula compound interest minus simple interest is equal to difference. Difference is given to you in the statement. Feed that value here. These two you have found in these two steps. Feed their values and solving this linear equation you will get the principal that is required. Next to this, next we have when the interest is compounded half yearly. My dear students, when the interest is compounded yearly, it means we are getting the interest once in a year. But when the interest is compounded half yearly, means we will get the interest 2 times in a year. Why? Because in a year there are 2 halves. So how many times? 2 times in a year we are going to get the interest. The same formula will convert to this. How? See, your rate is given per annum. Here rate was given yearly. Now we are using compounded half yearly. So rate will be changing to half yearly, that is r by 2. So r by 2. This 2 is introduced here. And what about the time? Here we are taking n is equal to 1 year. Here we are taking n is equal to 1 year. And here n will be multiplied by 2 because in 1 year we have 2 halves. So n will be doubled and the rate will be half. N is doubled here and the rate is half. So you got this formula amount for compounded half yearly. When the interest is compounded half yearly, your formula for amount becomes P1 plus R over 2 multiply 100. This is N multiplied 2. So in conclusion, what you have to remember, time is multiplied by 2 and rate is divided by 2. Conclusion of all these, you have to go through this table. In this table, just see, first of all, we are using standard formula of A. When N is 1 year, means to find interest for 1 year, it is compounded yearly. When you are having the statement interest is compounded yearly, standard formula of A. A is equal to P1 plus R over 100 raised to power N. What is N? 1 year we are taking. So this is the standard formula. For compound interest, when it is compounded half yearly, your amount becomes R by 2. See, R is half and time is doubled. For the same, when time is given 1.5 years. 1.5 years. See, same formula for 1 year we have applied. Then it is 1.5 for half year's formula. So both are taken in product. Students, this is when it is compounded yearly. What we did, we have taken for 1 year, then for half year, same formula. But when you have 1.5 year and the rate of interest is compounded half yearly, see 1.5 is equal to 3 by 2. 1.5 is equal to 3 by 2. So we will take half yearly formula for direct 3 by 2. Means 3 by 2 multiplied 2 and the rate is taken as half. What is the time given? 3 by 2 years. Multiply the time by 2. What is the R given? Divide the R by 2. That is your formula of compounded half yearly. Next we have N is equal to 2 years. For 2 years, the formula is direct P1 plus R by 100 raised to power N, that is 2 years. And the same formula, when it is compounded half yearly, your time will be multiplied by 2. Means now you are going to get the rate of interest. Now you are going to get the interest twice in a year. So 2 multiply 2. In 2 years, you will get 4 times the interest and rate will be half. So here it is 2 divided by the R. Now then N is 2.5 years compounded yearly. First you will apply the formula for 2 years. Simple. Then for the half year, that is R divided by half and the time is multiplied by 2. Half year multiplied by 2. And the next, here you can see 2.5 stands for 2.5 means 5 by 2. So directly R is divided by 2 and the time, that is 5 by 2 years multiplied by 2. So you can use this formula. Please go through the formulas nicely. Then do the important sums from your exercises. God bless you all. Thank you.